What does it mean if you suddenly recall a dream that you had last week or last year or 10 years ago? I've had this experience many, many times, and I call this event spontaneous recall and sometimes full spontaneous recall, in which, without even paying attention to it, an old dream starts from the beginning of the dream and plays through all the way to the end, even while you're busy doing other activities. So this spontaneous recall occurs because, in my experience of more than 20 years, whatever was contained in the dream is about to happen. Now, even though I know this very well, the story I'm going to use to exemplify this lesson is one in which I got it wrong. So many, many years ago, I don't even remember how long ago, I had a dream about someone going to different websites and entering in my username, Man from Modesto, and creating accounts. I thought, this is what I thought. Well, okay, this person, someone is going around trying to block me from registering on other sites by registering my name with their own contact information so that they're the owner of my username on that site. It's what I thought. Someone is doing this out of bitterness, out of pettiness. So at the time, I started going to different sites and registering my name because I thought, well, I need to beat that. That's why I received this dream. I need to get there first. So I tried to do that, and it felt empty. You ever feel like, wow, I'm just spinning my wheels here. This is a pointless activity. I don't need to do it. That's how it felt to go and register all those accounts. So I stopped, and I just forgot about it. Now, recently, I began remembering that dream over and over and over again, and because at the time, what I had seen, I interpreted to mean someone trying to create accounts. When I recalled it now, I didn't understand because I had front-loaded myself. I'd used a private interpretation. I didn't pray about it. And I thought, okay, this dream means, someone's trying to maybe go register those accounts. So what will I do about it now? And I thought, nothing. What can I do? I'm not going to go try and register new accounts again everywhere because I won't use those accounts. It's a waste of my time. Then I started to get email warnings from Amazon, from Google, and from some other accounts. Hey, you've been locked out. Hey, we think someone is trying to hack your account. So I kept getting all these warnings. But again, what can I do about it? I don't know who's doing that. So I just saved the emails and left it off. So recently I went into my Kindle direct publishing account and someone else's name was registered there and the password was changed. Eventually, I was actually within 4 hours, Amazon had returned the account to my authority, my login, my username, and what they gave me was a link to immediately change my password. So I changed the password, and I owned the account again, but someone had stolen it. And I realized, this is why I was having those spontaneous recollections of that dream. And I understood that the correct interpretation was that someone was going to sites and entering my username in an effort to hack my existing accounts, not to create new accounts, but to hack existing accounts. So this dream lesson is about spontaneous recall. Why do you have spontaneous recall? And the reason is that whatever was contained in that dream is about to happen. Usually these are a one-off, where you have a one-to-one correlation between what was dreamed and what was there. But other times, if you've had a series of dreams, and this is one reason why it's valuable to have a dream journal, because you may not remember that the dream recollected was part of a series, but when you go back and look, you see, oh, there were 5 dreams. So a spontaneous dream is involved to help you in life. You will recall it because whatever that dream showed is about to happen. And so in my case, I was recalling a dream about someone trying to log in with my name because someone was recalling it. Even though I had the dream many years ago, it only happened just recently. But before it happened, I recalled it not just one time, but many times. Now, a spontaneous dream will often happen immediately before the event, but this was an ongoing thing. So I recalled this many, many times. And again, because I had misinformed myself, because I had used private interpretation to try and understand the dream, I failed, right? So God's system, full dream recall was totally working. This is a thing that God set up, just like physics or chemistry, these kind of laws that people put together and collect as best they can and then say well, this is science and it supersedes God. These are actually things that, God made. So this system of Why do you recall a dream? Why do you have spontaneous recall? Because this is a system that God put in place to help us make good decisions and to help protect us from the works of the enemy. This is the man from Odessa reminding you as always to pray or be defeated.